Hello YouTube, Relativity here, and we are back with another video. Today we are going to use the Rhyperior Iron Defense Bronze Zone team that won a regulation on F online tournament a little while ago. Um, so let's get into it. I will also leave the rental code at the end of the video if y'all want to use the team. So we're looking for our first opponent, and it's gonna be 10,277 stretch duel. Okay, so this is a Psy Spam team. Um, but it also has a Trick Room mode. I want the Bronzong because it has. I want Bronzong, lead Rhyperior. Um, have Ogerpon in the back. And then Raging Bolt. Yeah. This could end up very well for me or very poorly. Um, Because I know I can get Psychic Terrain off the field with Bronzong, because Ice Spinner, and it resists Expanding Force. So if he does lead with that duo, I could just protect with Rhyperior and Ice Spinner into Indeedee. So it all depends on what he's going to lead. But I think my lead is pretty good, well rounded for whatever he's going to want. As long as he doesn't lead something that can do super effective damage into Rhyperior. Okay, so he leads Landers and Urshifu. And it's Rapid Strike. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. Um, I think setting up Trick Room will be fine. And Terrassalizing and doing Ice Punch into Landers. Because if he surging into Rhyperior, he'll resist it, and then nothing. Then Solid Rock will take a lot of damage. I do think this. Oh, he's gonna close combat. Okay, he quite a bit of damage. Is he gonna double in? Okay, we. Ooh, okay, there we go. Rhyperior. Okay, so we can take out this Landers. That's nice. Now I wonder if he's locked into close combat. If he's locked into close combat, we should be fine. He's really thinking. So he's sending out Ogerpon. Okay, that's fine. Ogerpon. I think he's gonna have to swap out the Urshifu. I want to just set up with Bronzong and just EQ. See how much damage we can get off. So he has to switch out the Urshifu, which makes sense. And he sends out Iron Crown. This is gonna do big damage into Iron Crown. And he gets that booster energy into its special attack. So okay, spiky shield. That's fine. Um, I don't think we take damage from that. So we got our damage output. Doesn't affect the Bronzong and Ogerpon protected, so that's fine. This should do big damage, Iron Crown. Yeah, that's some solid damage. I think I'm just gonna body press an Ogerpon and just do another EQ. There's really nothing. Okay, so he just straight up cancels battle because I already had Rhyperior in a good position and Trick Room was set up and I could have just sweeped in the next following turns. Like, if he did pick up Rhyperior that first turn, then the game would have been completely entirely different. The one thing about this Rhyperior, though, is it's decently fast. It's a fast Rhyperior, so you can use it in Trick Room or in Tailwind to be able to outspeed most things. That's the one really good thing about it. I suppose, well, I still think that's my best turn. If he Sledge Bomb, I would have only taken. It wouldn't have been super effective damage due to Solid Rock. Well, it would have still been super effective, but I would have been taking less damage than that. So I'm not gonna lie, I love Bronzong. Bronzong was one of my favorite mons in 2016. I I loved it and I wanted to have it on like every single team I could get. Okay, so he has Cresselia, King Gambit, Amoonguss, Arcanine, Blood Moon Ursaluna, and Araquanid. Okay, so Rhyperior really just doesn't like Araquanid, but that's fine. He has a lot more things that could take advantage of Trick Room. Because that's base A2 speed. If I had guess, it would be Mental Herb. He doesn't have anything stopping Fake Out, which is fine. I could lead that, get Tailwind up, have that in the back, and he truly doesn't like Rhyperior, so I think that might be the best. If he leads with Cresselia, fake out Cresselia, set up Tailwind to make sure I have the speed control. Um, I truly think that Cresselia might just be Mental Herb. I don't know if I have taunt on this thing. Okay. So we give him that Defiant boost, which isn't really that great. So I think our best thing here, since Incineroar will resist it, and so Incineroar is -1. He sends out Amoonguss, that's fine. I'm gonna protect so he can't just sucker punch everything. And he protects King Gambit. Okay, so that didn't really do much either. Nothing in the back really wants to take. I don't know if plus 1.5, I think it's 1.45 or just plus 1. I don't know if plus 1 will KO. He's gonna swap into water, which makes sense, and he's just gonna put something to sleep. So he Rage Powders as expected. Um, Actually, you know what? I kind of gambled here again, because if I get the speed drop on King Gambit, he's gonna... Oh, so he's going for a Kowtow Cleave. It's Effect Spore and not Regenerator? Okay. Um, that sucks. Um, that really sucks. I gotta try to get damage off. So he's gonna be asleep this turn. It's doing decent damage. Incineroar's fast asleep. Okay, yeah, we're done. We're done. He's at +3 now. +3. And he can literally wipe through everything at this point. Um, and his leftovers? So he must be decently bulky. Yeah, I don't really have many moves. To be honest, I just messed up thinking he wasn't gonna lead King Gambit. Um, that was my mistake, thinking he wasn't gonna lead King Gambit. To be honest, I thought he was gonna lead like Crescent, Blood Moon, or something like that. Ironhead, we resist that. We resist every move coming out of this King Gambit. So wait, it has Ironhead, Swords Dance, Protect. So that means its last move has to be Kowtow Cleave. So he can't just sweep through everything with Sucker Punch, because he gave up Sucker Punch for Ironhead. Okay. Fair. Fair. But he's definitely gonna pick up KO on one of these two. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Because now I'm gonna bring in Rhyperior. 100%. No doubts about it. Terra him. So, he won't be affected by, Spore. And I'm gonna try and just get this EQ off and sub a Tailwind. Because if Tornadus wakes up and I can sub this Tailwind, then that should be fine. Because I can't let him put me to sleep. I can't. I can't let him Spore. Okay, so he protects. So he probably protected and Spored. That's probably what I would have done. Protect and Spored. And we didn't even, yeah, protect Spore. Okay. So next turn, Tornado should wake up, and I should be able to get this Tailwind off. I think that's 3 turns. I'm pretty sure it's been 3 turns. So he swaps a Moongus, gets this Intimidate. Makes sense. Because -1. So let's see how much damage Rhyperior can do at -1. I think Oh, so he doesn't have Kowtow Cleave. So he chose not to have Kowtow Cleave for Sucker Punch. Okay. So he has Protect. Okay, so I have to preserve this Rhyperior. I can't lose it. Yeah. I'm just gonna set up Rain Dance. Okay. Extreme Speed doesn't pick up. Okay. That's fine. Um, Sucker Punch doesn't work. Okay, cool. Fantastic. He's at like +3, so. Can't. I think he'll just go for Extreme Speed into Tornadoes, try to pick it up, and maybe Sucker Punch into Ogerpon. So who is he sending in? He's sending in Amoonguss. Okay, that's fine. Come. He's gonna Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, yeah. Okay. So he does have... Okay. I don't know why he would give up Kowtow Cleave, though. Well, I suppose it's working for him. Because thing is, Rhyperior doesn't have any moves that can, you know, stop him from just sucker punching everything. How many times has he used Sucker Punch now? Like 4? Because I know you only have a max of 8 Sucker Punches if you PP up to 8. Well, now he has the chance to just bring back an Arcanine and intimidate us. Yeah. So that definitely wasn't the play. I just gotta keep assuming he's just gonna Sucker Punch. That's all I can assume. Is he's just gonna Sucker Punch. Yeah. Now my best chance is hoping that that was his 5th and last Sucker Punch. So I just gotta hope I can do damage with this EQ. He's got that Flare Blitz. We survive with 2 HP. But he's probably just gonna Sucker Punch. That puts us back at neutral. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't just Sucker Punch. Okay. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, okay. So it's a 1v1, I believe. It's just Rhyperior versus something. I have absolutely no idea. It's versus Blood Moon. Okay. Rhyperior should be faster. Okay. Yeah, we played to our outs. Unfortunately, Rhyperior couldn't win the entire game. That was close though. That was really close. I did kind of play dumb because Incineroar wasn't that great into his team. I was mainly thinking about the fake out. I wasn't even thinking about Intimidate. He didn't even really have, like, I think his team only had Araquanid that was a physical attacker, King Gambit, and Arcanine. So half his team was physical attackers, but it really set him up. I so thought he would have kept Kowtow Cleave because Kowtow Cleave never misses. I think. But hey, that's 2 games down. We're only 20 minutes in. That's so unfortunate though. Rhyperior could have just won us a game. If he was +1, I think he would have won us a game. Okay, so he has Incineroar, Amoonguss, Chiampao, Iron Hands, Flare Mane, and Farigiraf. I'm thinking of leading Incineroar since he doesn't do anything. Um, well, he doesn't have no Defiant user, and yeah, 3 members of his team can thrive and trick him, but Rhyperior can handle Amoonguss with Ice Punch. Um, he can handle Iron Hands, and he can. Actually, no, I think Tailwind might be the play. Do Tornadus and Incineroar, get that, and then have him in the back with Ogerpon. I think that might actually be it. Do the fake out Tailwind and just try to sweep with Rhyperior and Tailwind. So he leads Farigiraf, Iron Hands. That's fine. Iron Hands doesn't like to be intimidated, so I'm guessing this is just the standard Assault Vest set. And I think I want to just... Nah, I don't want to trick him. Because if I trick him... I don't want to Tailwind, because if I Tailwind and he just trick rooms, then... So he fakes out the fake out user. So he fakes out Incineroar, which is fine. We get the speed drop, but he's just gonna set up Trick Room, as expected. I really just want to pick up this Farigiraf. So he's been intimidated. Drain Punch, I don't think... Yeah, Drain Punch isn't gonna pick up. It's gonna restore him back to full health, but I mainly just want to get this Farigiraf off the field. So then he can't keep Trick Room. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so... No, no thanks. Gonna protect and definitely... Actually, I could protect and just let, Incineroar die. Expecting him to Drain Punch and Spore Tornadus. Or Drain Punch Incineroar and Spore Tornadus. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I don't really care if he goes down. Drain Punch, that's gonna KO. That's fine. I'm gonna guess use Spore, we protect. That's fine, 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 fine. Okay. Now we can swap in Rhyperior. And what we're gonna do is swap into Ogerpon. And we're gonna protect just this turn. To not waste our Terra and not let him know we're Terra Grass. To just prevent anything from falling asleep and to prevent really any damage fallout. Because I still think he's gonna like Drain Punch Rhyperior. Okay, that's fine. It's neutral damage. And he's just gonna do that to himself. So he spores Rhyperior completely and utterly fine. There's currently one turn of Trick Room. I can Spiky Shield, thinking he's gonna do the exact same thing. And I'm gonna Terra and Ice Punch. Because I don't want him to spore me, since Trick Room's still up and he's slower. So Ice Punch should do some decent damage. I don't have Tornado. I still have Tornado, so I can swap out and just EQ. Drain Punch into Ogerpon. You truly think he would Drain Punch into Rhyperior. Doesn't affect Rhyperior. Rhyperior gets a nice Ice Punch off. It does decent damage, but okay. Twisted Dimensions return normal. I can now do this and swap into Tornadus and just go for a nice solid EQ to get this damage off on both of them. So redirection won't happen, and I can still just get good damage off onto Iron Hands as well. Okay, so Oakpine gets to come back safely. If this guy if he predicts it though and does okay, that's fine. We got rid of his Trick Room user, so now we could totally just 100% set up Tailwind and just sweep. Heavy Slam. Ooh, a critical hit! Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I just want to handle this thing. So I'm just gonna Bleak Wind and Earthquake, because he can't redirect it with Rage Powder, and he hasn't Terra'd, which is fine. I thought he would have Terra'd by now. So he could Spore my Tornadus, but there's literally no point because I'm about to take it out. Or it could be, well, it's under threat of being taken out. Don't miss. And I missed the one I wanted to hit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. At least we take out the Iron Hands here and do decent chip to Amoonguss. So Amoonguss could put our Tornadus to sleep, but he Pollen Puffs. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Hey, weakness policy, +1. +1 now. That's fantastic. So now Rhyperior is just going to do even more damage and we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, now in this position, I don't like this because he's now the fastest thing on the field, and I don't want to die. So we're gonna Tailwind and make sure our Rhyperior can go faster. Um, he is that gonna be what? Terragos? Terragos isn't really gonna do much for you. Um, okay. So 89. I don't know if I'm gonna outspeed. Okay, so he just gets the KO, but we get a free Tailwind, and we can just Bleak Wind from this point forward, and we can just um, Ivy Cudgel for that increase crit ratio. Um, let's what's Ogerpon's speed? Ogerpon is a nice 162. Okay, yeah. There's no way we don't outspeed in a Tailwind. There's no way. He could Sucker Punch, but I'm just hoping that doesn't KO. Okay, so he doesn't Sucker. Get some nice damage off. Bleakwind's gonna pick it up and win us the game. Yeah, because he had Farigiraf, Iron Hands, Chiampala, and Munga. So yeah, we win the game. We're at 30 minutes. Well, 31 minutes right now. So I'm gonna try play one more game for y'all and see how it goes. So this team is really like Rhyperior does a lot of damage. He does so much damage, and that just shows you can operate Rhyperior in Tailwind and Trick Room. But the thing is, in Tailwind, you're probably not gonna outspeed like max speed Flare Main, max speed Chiampao. Like anything over 200, Rhyperior isn't gonna be able to outspeed. So we're currently 11 wins, 8 losses. Not too bad. Um, we haven't brought Raging Bolt, I think. Um, eh, eh. Well, I don't know. Okay, 14,703 versus Walter. Okay, so so he's running Flare Main, Incineroar, Oakpon, Wellspring. So if I can KO, a lot of his team looks like he wants it to be fast. Um, Rhyperior can literally hit one, two teams, two members of his team for super effective damage. Um, do I want? I think I'll bring Ogre. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my choice. Because he has three physical attackers, which is fine. And then Bronzong can just set up Chikram and all that. Well, sorry if the noise from me messing with my headphones gets through. Um, so let's see what he's gonna lead. Personally, um, I don't really know what he's gonna lead. He's leading Farigiraf and Incineroar. Okay. Classic, common, Bronzong, Incineroar. So I can't fake out. That's one thing that kind of sucks. Um, I'm thinking he's gonna fake out the fake out user. Yeah. It was a critical. Hyper voice? Okay, so he's gonna get that nice, nice throat spray off. Yeah. Jeez, I can't think. But we set up with a nice iron defense over here. Um, I should have set up Trick Room. That would have been a free Trick Room setup. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna set up Trick Room, and then try to get That's gonna do a lot of damage. Knock off. Okay, it doesn't really do much. We're just tanky like that. Okay. But now we're faster, so that's fine. Which one should I worry about more? The one with, probably the one with boosted damage. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double in a Furrig. But Furrig could protect. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double in a Furrig. Okay. That's fine. So we're gonna KO this Furgraph. And next turn I'll be able to get a super effective body press into his Incineroar, unless he swaps out. He's got Raging Bolts. That's not nice. Who's putting more offensive pressure on? If I was him, I would assume that Bronzong is putting more offensive pressure off. I could Ice Spinner into that and then swap in Rhyperior. But he very much might Thunderclap into Bronzong. Yeah. And what is he gonna do? Knock off. So he's gonna knock off my weakness policy. Okay. That's fine. But now I can swap in. Incineroar. I think Fake Outing, and Rock Slide. He might protect. I don't know if he's running Protect or Assault Vest, which is usually Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, Snarl, and Draco or Dragon Pulse. But we'll see. If he protects, then that's fine, that's fair. So yeah, he's most likely running the Assault Vest. He parting shots, which brings Rhyperior down to -1, which is unfortunate. But whatever is about coming is gonna take a Rock Slide. Ogerpon. Okay. That's fine. I really don't want Rhyperior to take a who's slower? Rhyperior or Incineroar? because 82 speed and then 80 speed. So Incineroar would move first. And that might KO him anyways. So, yeah. We're gonna just Flare Blitz into the Ogerpon and do he's not gonna Thunderclap into Rhyperior because he's ground. There's no way he's gonna do that. He might Thunderclap into okay, so he protects. So we did the better play to prevent. So he just double protects. He's stalling out Trick Room. That's fine. That kind of sucks though, now that I revealed my Terra, and now he can Thunderclap. And now I just knocked out my own Incineroar. Fantastic. That's fine. I think the move now is to just consistently follow me with Ogerpon, so he can't Thunderclap and he can't Ivy Cudgel into my spot. And if he does Ivy Cudgel, then that's fine. Plus, I'm resisted by it, so follow me to prevent him from doing that, and I'm doing Ice Punch. Because if I follow me, he can't Thunderclap. And if he Ivy Cudgels, which he probably won't, so he withdraws Ogerpon. He's gonna bring in Incineroar to get that second Intimidate off. So now Rhyperior is at -2. And Ogerpon's at -1. So he's gonna Dragon Pulse. Critical hit. Okay, that's lovely. And we did absolutely nothing back at him. Great. Double protect. I got no choice. You know what? I think he's gonna fake out Rhyperior. And I'm just gonna try to get some damage off with Ogerpon. Okay. Ogerpon does Ivy Cudgel. That's still some good damage, but not that much. And he Dragon Pulse. He's gonna take out the Ogerpon. Nice, lovely. Okay. So there's nothing stopping us now. We're just gonna click EQ. Best chance, critical hit. He's probably gonna Terra Fairy for his no, he does his Incineroar instead, which is Terrifier. That's fine. Dragon Pulse. Ooh. Okay, I get this nice Earthquake off. Still not enough. And Flare Blitz is just KO. Okay, so looking back, the first turn it was Incineroar and Fergraph. Taking out Fergraph was probably a priority because Fergraph got a +1. So yeah, I don't regret that decision. Um, the part where it was going downhill was when my Bronzong was down, a parting shot into my Ogerpon. Wait, no, not Ogerpon. Rhyperior. Basically, as soon as he got that double like minus my attack on Rhyperior, I didn't have anything to do. Um, so the team itself isn't bad. It's just different. It's something like you have to know how to play with. You have to play more than 4 games with to know the how the team works. Um, I like it personally. Like Rhyperior was so good in basically all the games we brought him in. Like he literally almost won that second game all by himself. Um, so he's really good, but like he just doesn't like being intimidated. So maybe if you do clear amulet Rhyperior, that could work. But I do get the whole point of weakness policy, so Bronzong can Ice Bear into it, and you get that +1 boost. But I think if you, well, Ice Bear came in handy during side spam games. Yeah, I don't really. I think that's a good set for Bronzong. To be honest, I think giving up that +1 to give you a check into Incineroar where it can't drop your attack would be really well. Um, but besides that, the team itself is really good. Just maybe change Rhyperior's weakness policy to clear Amulet to give you a little bit more leeway in dealing with Incineroar. Um, but I do appreciate you guys for coming by, stopping by, watch the video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to continue supporting me. And if you have any suggestions or would like to see any other games I can play, just comment down in the comments down below and tell me what you would like to see. But besides that, there's really nothing else I need to say, except for I'm still trying to figure out streaming, um, but I'm getting closer, so I might actually start doing that this weekend because I'm like this close to figuring out my setup for it. But thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.